All right, guys, today we're going to be working on a Ford Escape. The fan's fully on, nothing. We got nothing. So the blower motor's down there, so we're going to show you how to take it apart, replace it, and how to test it. So let's do it. Got it. All right, guys, let's get this panel off. I think I have a 9/32 socket on here. Take those off. This 9/32 fits in there pretty decent. It's probably metric, but I'll put it in the listing. All right. Put this down. I thought it was over there, but it's right there. It's right in the back here, guys. Hope you guys can see that. So, blow motor's right here. All right, guys, this is a blow motor, the plug-in, and so we're going to test that real quick. It's on full blast. So we got power at 11.6, and then we got a ground, which is good too. So, all right. If you want to test it with the test light, you could do the same thing. I'll show you with the test light. Kind of, if you don't really have that. So let's get a test light. Not as accurate, but it's still good. So we got this. I got this jumper wire too to help. So you know that we just find a good ground. That's what sucks about cars. There's a bolt back here. You can hit it. You know that it's working anyways, but trying to find, or you have to pull a wire from the, what's it called? So we'll just test it from here down, and we'll find it. See if it's. Let's see. So you got the lights lighting up. If it was like really dim, you would know that would be low voltage. Yeah, so you can see that. And if you want to test the ground, which is as important as anything else, you can do the opposite way. So what you would do is, you know, the back one over here is ground. So you take it, put it in the back, probe it in the back of this. Right? Wait. Yeah, right there. So you back probe the back of the ground, and you can use that as a ground on the test light. And we're gonna take that, and you know the ground's good. So if you have that and you back probe the ground, now you know the power and the ground's good. So the blow motor is bad. So let's replace the blow motor. Let's see if we can put that down underneath there. There it goes. That's it, man. That's crazy as blower motor, man. That's how the blower motor works. This thing pops up, and it's hard to do with one hand. You can see over here. I'm gonna pull that one off anyways. See, kind of goes in this groove. I guess you turn it around and you slide that and you lock it into place after you screw it around. So as you see me get it in there, I had it up there, and then probably have to turn it and then lock this in the spot. You can see the grooves on the outside of this thing. So let's try that out. Get it in there. So we gotta turn it and lock it in. It seems like it's locked in. It's not going anywhere. So I put this little weird thing. I've never seen one like this. There, the groove. There it goes. There it goes. Seems like I'm locked in, right? Yeah. Alright. Let's plug this in now. better to take that glove compartment out because you can see through it. You know, helps you see, get some light in there. Yeah, it seems like it's in there. All right, let's see if it works. There it goes. All right, guys, it's all done. It's working just fine. Turned it down, and I'm going to show you the tools we used to test and replace it. You don't really need that many tools, guys. I just used my power probe and the test light because some people, you guys, don't have power probes, and I used a test light and some jumper wires, and that was pretty much it. And to move the glove box, you don't have to remove the glove box, but it makes it a lot easier to see in there. So it's only three bolts, and it's really simple to take out. And I had a 9/32 socket. I can't remember what this metric size. And that's it, man. There's no bolts in the blow motor either. So I'll have all the link in the descriptions for the blow motor and the tools. And hope you guys like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope that helped you out. Bye.